Hey boys, sorry for interrupting here. We're going to jump straight back into the podcast, but I have something big to tell you. So we're holding a big competition to say thank you for the fucking fans that are everywhere, from Germany, from US. We see you guys all. The only thing that unites us is having a good old drink. So the goal of this competition is fucking simple. Have the best skull of a beer. It doesn't even have to be a beer. It can be a fucking vodka soda, whatever you have, man. And it's not about speed, alright? It's about being the best. It can be speed. It can be having a lit view behind you. It can be having an awesome vibe. You can be with the boys. Anything like that. And it's so easy to enter. All you got to do is take a video with the best skull, post it on TikTok, and add us. Milk Bucket 1 on TikTok. That's that simple. And when you win, you'll get a beer on us. That's how simple it is, man. It's easy drinks on the boys. Hope you enjoy the podcast. Let us know how it is. All right, guys. We're back for another podcast.
We're back.
Welcome to the Milk Bucket. Here
Feels
we go.
like forever.
Man, I'm so keen to record this episode, and we got a new thing hidden up.
Yeah, I'm keen, but look, Baz, before it starts, hit him with that shit.
Let's go.
Come on, do it to him.
Relax and take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in a choke, gun smoke. Biggie Smalls for mayor, the rap slayer, the hooker layer. Motherfucker,
dude,
say
that
your
song
prayers.
is such a fucking banger, man.
Yo, rip to the goat, man. But you really had that
rip
shit.
to the goat. But okay, if you could get back either Tupac or Biggie, who would you go
Biggie.
for? Biggie?
Biggie. Ain't no question. But I'm a Biggie fan, bro. I've still got a poster of him on my wall.
Or Eazy-E?
Not Biggie. Fuck Easy.
I actually know what, I agree with you. I think Biggie.
Dre.
I think Biggie has aged better because you see all those new remixes of Biggie, but you don't see him of Eazy-E as much.
Because Eazy-E had AIDS.
But he got that from Suge Knight.
What? Did you think they had a gay relationship?
No, Lethal Injection, bro.
Wait, did they have?
He literally, I don't know if he's got a song
You're in
called
here
Lethal
first.
Injection.
Milk Bucket exposes Eazy-E and Suge Knight are homosexual lovers.
Dude, it's a whole, I'm
Don't
not even
kill us, Suge.
joking. It's a whole conspiracy.
Yeah?
That's Suge Knight, because he went on Jimmy Fallon, I think, one of those hosts that's been doing it for a long time, and he told him about lethal injection,
Right.
and then next minute, fucking Eazy-E
Are you
comes
sure
up.
he wasn't talking about the movie?
Yeah, he could have been.
I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah. So you know when people get unruly, we inject them with AIDS, you know?
Bro, I think it's an actual conspiracy. Whether the conspiracy is true or false is obviously a different question.
Yeah.
But yeah, could definitely be a thing, man.
You are a bit conspiratorial, aren't you?
Bro, I love a good conspiracy theory, but it has to have enough. It needs to be. What's the word the police use? It's like reasonable doubt.
No, it doesn't.
It's got to pass the logic test.
No, it doesn't.
And the logic test for me
Is
needs to
nothing.
be okay, but the motive is the main thing. So if we establish motive, that's enough for me to look twice.
Okay, but it's not about looking. It's about the resources you then cite. Man was literally trying to tell me about 9/11, how it was fake. And he showed this one guy with fucking like this nerd in his basement saying like, well, actually, if you look at the picture, you can see that there's no two planes. It's all been imposed. And then the next video will say there was planes, but like they used the planes as cover for bombs, and there's just no consistency.
Okay,
and then I
okay.
showed one video of this engineer saying like, yeah, if you don't have to melt the steel, you do understand that. If you heat it up 50%, you can pretty much bend it with your own hands. So
Okay,
the weight of it.
To give context,
Fucking
this
hell.
was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And he still remembers
When he was still
vividly.
a grown ass man. No excuse for this stupid shit, bro.
Oh man, but
Fucking Alex Jones over here.
dude, a good conspiracy theory is entertaining.
Yeah, entertaining.
Yeah, but I'm not
Just
sitting
like a
here
Netflix
dedicating my life
series.
to it.
When you start saying, oh, this is fact.
Yeah, yeah.
George Bush is eating babies right now on his ranch. It's like, I mean, is there
that
any
a
evidence?
conspiracy or is that just a joke?
Oh, I mean, look, it's probably real. I don't know.
I
It's
honestly
George
wouldn't be
Bush.
surprised. Would not be fucking surprised at all if it was eating Iraqi babies.
Can you imagine how disappointed if people found out that the rich and powerful, just like eating at nice restaurants and they weren't just molesting kids and fucking
Dude.
ruling the world?
That is so anticlimactic.
Yeah, I know. You
'Cause-
you don't want any kids to get hurt, but at the same time,
They're like, oh,
I mean, one of them, make
they've
us think you're
definitely got a
evil.
lair. They've got a lair somewhere. There's some kids in there.
Yeah,
The whole island that they found with like the Jeffrey Epstein, wasn't it?
yeah.
I feel like that added to like the mystique of the 1%.
You're
It's
like, look, I'm not for
ooh.
kids getting touched, but it made an interesting world, didn't it? It was pretty
Dude.
fun for 2 weeks in 2020.
They made a fucking great story. And it gave us some great imagery to think about.
I mean, I do not agree with great imagery of children getting molested, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
It's not the greatest imagery.
But yeah, but like the drama.
FBI, please raid his house because this man has a hard drive under his bed and I do not want to see it.
Yeah. Man, that's what I'm saying.
Yo, this week, Jesus Christ, I've had the worst sleep. I literally found out I was just sitting up late at night,
Yeah.
3 or 4 in the morning, and I'm just turning on TV. Not even Netflix or anything, because I'm that like bored that I can't even. I'm so bored I can't be bothered to be entertained. Do you know what I mean?
Oh god.
So
yeah.
I end up going up, switching on late night TV. It's like the shopping channel.
Yep.
And I'm watching it. And it's funny when you're up late at night and you're very bored, you can get quite enamored with this shit. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, does anyone buy the things from this?
People do.
I know, no. Does
People
anyone
do,
under
bro.
the age of 95 buy these things? Does anyone without dementia buy these things? Because what I saw, right, was a knife commercial.
Yeah.
Now I know you
classic.
think like, yeah, knife commercial, pretty classic.
Classic.
But what I realized is, because I've done a bit of sales in my life, you've done a bit of sales in your life.
Yeah.
Did you ever, when you were selling products, tell people what it couldn't do? So I sold coffee machines for a while, or what it might be able to do, but it's not really the purpose. I sold coffee machines for a while, and I never told people that you can tie it to your boat, throw it in the water, and it's a good anchor.
The
right?
fuck?
Now these people were, they were cutting an orange. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's quite
standard
smooth.
use.
Cutting a watermelon. Oh, that's a bit of a thicker shell.
Standard use of a knife though.
Then man put out 17 bottles of water and just went and cut through all of them at once. And I'm like, sorry, are you selling it to old cooking people, or are you selling it to Japanese ninjas who need to fucking have a quick little strike late at night?
Man. You know what that makes me think about? Remember in my old apartment when I first moved out and we had the samurai sword?
Oh yeah.
And we played Fruit Ninja with
Well,
it.
I've got a story for you.
Oh yeah.
That happened.
Yeah.
They pulled out the guy. They pulled out some fruit, threw
on
it
the
at him.
commercial.
Man was just slicing it. You've never seen a funnier sight than a 60-year-old bald white man with his button-up shirt tucked in, slicing at fruit midair. Like, it really makes you think, how bored are these people that this is happening?
Who the fuck who actually watches real TV anymore? Obviously I'm different because I don't even think we have one of those connections that allows you to connect to real TV, but I'm sure we do, but I don't know where it is. Like we would just use Netflix or live stream. I feel like even Netflix is getting bad because most people are bored of Netflix. Like they finished Netflix.
Bro, people have been bored with Netflix from the first day. What do you mean?
Bro, that's what I'm trying to say. But when it first came out, it had everything. And then now Disney Plus removed all the fucking superheroes. And then, all the fucking Nat Geo is off. And then now Breaking Bad is off. And it's like, what the fuck is left? Do I need to have 3 subscription services just to watch good shows?
What will eventually happen is you'll buy a subscription service for your subscription services.
Bro.
And it'll be like cable. It'll just be a repeat. You'll be buying Foxtel.
It will literally be Foxtel.
Yeah,
Which,
of course.
For Americans, Foxtel is like our paid cable TV, which still has ads. Which I've never understood how Foxtel also has ads. It's like having YouTube Red, which has
and
ads.
they have so much ads.
Yeah.
It goes for 45 minutes, mate. You grow a beard, shave it, grow another one in time for the fucking next thing of The Simpsons. It's retarded.
Bro, I've never had Foxtel, but I've got friends who have Foxtel, and the ads that they have there are targeted to the 1%. It's like, come here and we'll sell you a most ergonomic office chair for only $1,600. It's like, what the who is buying this shit?
You're retarded.
Bro.
Ergonomic. Fuck it hell. Look, I don't want to reduce our comedy to that level, but fuck me. Yeah, I know. You turn it on, suddenly they're saying, have you ever needed ivory earrings? Well, guess what? Order from us right now and we'll kill a rhino on the spot and shave it down for you. Send it off to you.
I'm laughing, but this is actually what it is.
Yo, talk about ivory. So, look, every culture has their different practices and stuff like that, and we're not here to judge. But
I judge a little bit about ivory.
No, yeah, I do a bit as well.
Yeah.
Stop killing the rhinos. But the idea in, I don't know, what Asian country? Is it the Chinese that have the view that it's like Blue Chew? You grind it up, you put it in your tea or some shit like that.
Oh, like the honey rhino, I don't know what it is.
No, apparently, you're
Horny
thinking of
goat
horny
weed.
goat weed.
Yeah, horny goat weed, that's the one.
I've been to the worst sex aisle as well. No, apparently it's a thing. Apparently they think it's like, but it's like, bro, we've got take a little blue pill. Why do you have to kill a rhino for that shit?
Because it's natural.
Bro, shut the fuck up. What do you mean?
Wouldn't you rather use a natural alternative?
No.
If it gets the same result?
The idea of natural versus unnatural is so stupid at this time. Like, nothing we have these days is natural.
Sure.
Have you ever seen a non-genetically modified pear?
I don't like pears. We've already established
Yeah, I know,
this.
you're right. Sorry, have you ever seen a non-genetically modified banana?
Oh, you mean the one with the seeds inside it?
Oh, what kind of fucking fruity banana are you seeing, mate?
Bro, bananas have seeds inside them, but they genetically remove them. The definition to make it a fruit is that it has seeds inside.
I thought it was okay, no, I'm thinking something else.
What were you thinking?
Elton John?
Hey.
We're joking. We're joking. We're just a bunch of silly guys having fun.
Just joking. Yeah. Oh man.
No, but to take it back, so one of the other things I noticed, because this is like an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Started with the
Late night TV
Knives.
adventure.
I was like, wow, this is quite interesting. What's going on?
Yep.
The assistants on these shows. What the fuck?
The assistants.
Are
they
So
hot?
you'll have no, they usually. I mean, they might be hot for the target audience. So like a 50-year-old divorced woman. So like the 90-year-old guy who's jerking and like, yo, she is fine. But no, just the enthusiasm required for this job. Like that, there'll be someone showing them like I don't know, a tie that can automatically tie itself. Actually, that's kind of sick. What's a bad item?
I feel like a tie that automatically ties itself is not a good one. Because there's no way it could get the right dimensions. There's no way it could be the correct length.
Yeah, okay. Imagine a tie that automatically ties itself, but you've also got a 10% chance of auto asphyxiation. One where you choke yourself.
Oh, fuck that. I don't want to choke myself. Or is it like it's like tight enough that it will choke you?
This is a hypothetical product.
Bro, that's a fucking sex toy.
Yo, why do I keep thinking of good ideas? Fuck.
That is $1 million idea.
Yo, welcome into the world of my mind. I'm just thinking of $1 million ideas all the time. And it's hard being me.
If anyone in the comments has a good contact about Chinese distributors who can help us out with this idea of an auto tying tie that you can use on your female,
or if anyone just wants to use their hands, like we'll see. What happens.
The thing is, it's all about convenience. In this world of high action, high pace, no one has the time.
Yeah, you're right. So what Basil's trying to say, if there's someone close to him nearby who's willing to just come over, give him a bit of a choke, maybe spit in his mouth and then go home, at his convenience, he's willing. He's open to the idea,
You don't have the time to choke him yourself. When you have an automatic tie, you have a tie that chokes them for you, you may as well use it.
I don't have 30 hours of the day with this
Neither
new
do I.
tie. The auto is it asphyxiation?
I have no idea.
Bro, that's a fucking hard word to say.
It is hard.
Anyway, with this new thing, you can be at work, getting off in your desk. You can be in a meeting.
Yeah.
You can even be giving a presentation with a hard penis.
If you're into that, if you're into getting choked, you could literally just wear a tie. No one will know what's happening, and you just go on your phone and you press choke, and then without even knowing, you're getting turned on.
I mean,
and
people might know.
You can
They'll start
literally
looking
say
at your
that this
pants
fucking
and being like, oh.
Bro, that you just say this presentation I'm going to present isn't the only thing that's hard. I just say like it's literally double. It's free time.
Yeah, and look,
And time is money.
yes, they will see your purple face as the life slowly gets choked out of your body. And yes, your hard penis might give it away that you're enjoying this a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But hey, it's still secretive. It's
It
the
is
product
secretive.
that people love.
Have you watched Billions, the TV show?
Somewhat.
Okay, so to make a long story short, the fucking main character, he's into that. I can't remember what they call it, but it's like when you hurt yourself.
Yeah, I have seen that actually. I saw that opening scene
Yeah.
where
So the opening scene is that where the
Yeah, I
wife is
know.
like dropping candles and shit like that.
she like puts out a cigarette on his chest and then pisses on it.
Yeah, yeah. So the guy then
Ugh.
like, on the third or fourth seasons, he uses that to his advantage because he's scared of crowds or something like that. He starts to like fucking pinch his leg or something like that to turn himself on when he's giving presentations, and that gives him big dick energy.
But does he hit the podium as he turns away? Like, does his dick like catch it on the side? Like, how does that work? You know what I mean?
No, but I'm just saying that this has got big potential.
I mean, it absolutely isn't, but I do appreciate the charity. It's quite nice of you.
It's a terrible fucking idea.
Look, I'll still hear pitches, but moving on.
Move it on.
No, this actually makes me think.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a situation in your life where you view something as like kind of shitty? You're looking at like, oh, look at this fucking person.
Yeah.
And then you later find out, oh no, I'm the bad person here.
Yeah.
They were actually being like really, it was it's a good cause or something like that. So I was. Now this might be a hot button topic, so just letting you guys know we're
okay.
jokesters. So again, I'm sitting on my couch. It's 4 a.m, and I look at this girl post this story on Instagram. This is last week or so.
Yep.
And it was a screenshot of something that says "Text me home when you're home safe XX" with like red.
I've seen a lot of those.
Now that was the first one I'd seen.
Yep.
It was 4 a.m, so I wasn't thinking straight. And then my first reaction was, "Is this bitch bragging about a relationship?"
No.
Like, look, my boyfriend my boyfriend texts me good night or something like that. You know what I mean? Some
man.
lovey-dovey shit. So
Okay,
anyway,
let's give a bit of context here, because for future listeners, right now we're like in the midst of some. What's the girl's name again? Sarah. something?
Sarah Everard, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So we're in the midst of this big thing where she got taken on the way home or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's caused a lot of controversy because I think a lot of the women in the world feel safe and they're not. Feel unsafe. And
Yeah.
look, yeah, I mean, the one thing I've noticed, because I've got sisters, is, and because I'm like, I know we've both got very similar habits, we'll just walk home at night and there's like not even a second thought.
Yep. Don't think twice.
And yeah, I think it is. I don't know. Without getting too political, I think a lot of blokes do not realize that there is a thought. You know what I mean?
For
Because
girls.
yeah, because
Yeah.
if you wanted to go get 7-Eleven at midnight,
Yeah.
there wouldn't even be a thought. You'd be like,
Wouldn't
no,
even
let's
think
just go
about
get
myself
7-Eleven.
too. Yeah. Would not
Do you know what I
even.
mean? Whereas there
wouldn't
is like
consider
a
it.
fear, even if statistically it's unlikely.
I don't. Okay, this is controversial, but and I don't want to go too much in this, but
Edit point
I do think that the solution isn't telling all guys that you should stop raping women, when obviously not all guys do that. Like the solution is to have very,
Are
very
you saying
targeted.
not all men?
Yeah, it's not all men that are doing that. It's an extremely small percentage of men who are doing it to a lot of women, because a lot of women have been sexually assaulted,
Yeah.
but not very many men sexually assault.
Yeah, what I've realized is one guy who's going to grab a girl's ass at a club is not just going to do it to one girl. He's probably going to do it to 50 girls. So all of a sudden, one guy causes 50 people to have an experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it is what it is. But no, what it did was it sparked up an image in my mind where I'm like, because I later on then saw that all these other people were posting. I'm like, is this National I've Got a Good Relationship Day or something? Then I actually click on one of the posts and I realized like, oh, okay, I'm a bad person. This is this,
Yeah,
girl who got
yeah.
like taken and stuff. And yeah, it sparked that kind of thought in my brain where sometimes you look at people and you're like, look at this fucking dickhead. And it turns out they're being really sweet. Like,
Yeah.
you'll,
You're like, oh, I shouldn't have been that hard.
you'll see this guy, you'll see your girl talking to some guy and you'll be like, yo, look at this fucking cunt trying to talk to my girl. And you'll later find out he's collecting money for like blind people or something like that.
Fuck, bro, that's actually literally happened to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then you're like, fuck, why was I being such a cunt? Like, why did I assume so fast?
Yeah. When you assume you make an ass out of you and me, that's what Gandhi said.
That is what Gandhi said. I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest issue is like, because again, I'm, if I see someone getting chatted to by some homeless person near where I live, I'll always keep an alert of eye. Like, okay, is she getting, is there going to be an issue? But you start reading the things that they're asking. It's like, if a woman's walking around late at night and you're going for a run on the other side of the road. It's like, bro, fuck off. This is my road. Do you know how bumpy the other side of the road is?
Yeah.
I'm going to
Dude.
step in a pole and twist my ankle.
I do that though. If I'm walking home, I don't do it anymore because I live in the city. But when I lived in the suburbs, which weren't that too far away, and you have to walk 15 minutes home from the station, and if you're and this chick is taking the same turns as you, and I would walk on the other side of the road, even if it's less efficient, because I'm feeling like a fucking
White knight.
I know I'm not. I just want
Simp.
to avoid. I just want to avoid feeling like a fucking, I don't know, like a creeper. So I move to the other side.
Yo, what if we say, like, from a distance, oi, I'm not a bad person. Don't worry. I'm just also walking. This is my address.
I think that we need to normalize that.
Yo.
How about we ask them, oi, yo, do you mind telling me your address just so I don't make sure I'm going to the same one?
Yo, do you mind? Do you mind telling me your address? Oh shit, mine's right next door. What a coincidence.
Oh, what? Can we swap keys for a second?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, man.
We're not political thinkers. We're just a bunch of guys having fun in it.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean,
The biggest thing I would say to we've actually got no lady followers. Actually, I looked at the statistics. It's
on
100%
the
men.
podcast?
Yeah,
Because on the TikTok, we have quite a few. We
Yeah, I
have
know.
35%
TikTok.
women.
there's a lot of catfish on TikTok. That's why.
Oh, you reckon it's that?
No, I mean probably, mate.
Speaking of TikTok, actually, something that really annoyed me that I wanted to bring
Yeah.
up here. Do you know that sound? It's a song. It goes, I'm on a sugar high. I'm gonna fucking crash or some shit like that. Bro. Why does that piss me off so much?
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
Why does it piss me off? Why does it make me want to fucking walk to the edge and jump? I don't know why. It just, whenever I see it, I want to kill myself. That's it. It's just, I just have to instantly skip. It was super entertaining at first.
Is it because you cut sugar and you also, you're like, I'm not on a sugar high anymore, and yeah,
It's just an annoying voice singing an annoying melody, and it's been overplayed so much.
I mean, that's the same with every TikTok trend though. After a while, you're just like, yo, if I have to hear the fucking Bust It challenge.
Not the Biggie one. Not the Biggie songs.
Yo, but he's the GOAT, baby.
yeah.
You
Whenever
can't
the
compare
Biggie-
Cardi B to the fucking greatest rapper.
I wish you could put Biggie on more businesses. Like, imagine if you're just showing your fucking, your Woolworths ad or your Costco ad, and it's just going like, there's some fucking Biggie songs going. Man.
Fresh fruit in the store, I feed them to all my horse. Woolworths, the fresh food people, y'all.
Far out. I mean, that would be fucking.
Yo, that'd be so sick. So Biggie died, I think it was 96 or 97. I think it might have been 97.
Damn.
And there has been mad albums released. I think maybe 2 or something. But one of them was the Biggie duets, and it was literally just, they had so much shit of at least I'm massively assuming that this is outside, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it's they essentially had like heaps of shit that he'd recorded, but they hadn't actually put into songs. And then they would make duets with like famous people, so like with Lil Kim or with some of the other like people popping in that area. So like they had like Nasty Girl and stuff like that, which he wasn't alive for. He wasn't alive for, yeah. And they made it. So you probably could find some shit, jumble the words a bit, and make a sick Woolworths sponsorship.
Bro, that's insane that they can do that.
Yo, Woolworths, if you want Biggie Smalls, contact us and we'll hook it
We'll
up.
make it
get you
happen.
that.
We'll absolutely make it happen.
Yo, we'll make it happen, baby. That's
Yeah.
it. Yo. I started, okay. I mean, fucking hell, we're already going controversial, so let's just gun it,
we may
mate.
as well.
So I started watching this show called Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Good show.
Oh, is that the one with the family that got a pool outside?
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
guys, like, he goes to his cousin's house, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
So the main character, I guess he's the main character. He's like the kid that his mum dies, he goes and stays with his aunts and stuff. They're all criminals and shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's not the important part. There's this one part where him and his girl are smoking a joint, and this teacher who's like the cool teach, like some young chick, walks up and kind of like, she's like, yo, go to class, to the chick, and then pulls out the joint and starts smoking it with him. And you're like, oi, yo, this fucking young baddie is pretty fine, mate.
Bro.
And you're like, yo, is man gonna get some fucking good shit? And it starts going along, and you start realizing that you're rooting, like, yo, he's gonna fuck his teacher.
Yeah.
What a legend. And it caught me halfway through that, like, yo, am I cheering for statutory rape? Is this why
He's
is it
over
within
18 though.
No, he wasn't. He's
he
in
wasn't?
school. He's like 17. He actually uses it to advantage. But
In Australia, that's legal.
bro,
in the US,
no,
it's not.
but it's not.
It's
If
illegal.
Okay, mate, if you're 30 and you fuck a 16-year-old,
It's legal.
you'll lose your job.
Yeah.
There ain't no
you
way.
probably will. The PR of it is terrible, but the legality of it is, it's on
Nah,
the,
but
it's on
it's
the legal
court of
side.
public opinion. You're a rapist to everyone.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't
it's the
matter.
PR.
It's like Chris D'Elia came out. He was the guy that was meant to be messaging all his young girls. And the thing that he always said was, all my relationships were legal and consensual. And it's like, certain states in America, you can be 17. That doesn't mean that everyone in the world's going to be all right with you fucking a high schooler.
Yeah, yeah.
You're a 40-year-old man, mate.
Yeah, okay, I agree. And I think that that's a whole fucking philosophical rabbit hole on about whether, if it's legal, should it be legal? But the question is it legal? And in Australia, we have the age of consent at 16. Am I saying that you can fuck a 16-year-old and that's normal? No, but I'm saying that the
That's
law
what he's
says
saying.
that. The law says that.
Look, this is the rule. If, when you say, I want you to play a schoolgirl, she goes to Honey Birdette and buys a schoolgirl outfit, that's fine. Completely legal.
What if she is a schoolgirl?
If she says, oh yeah, I've just got to go to my closet. Oh yeah, I'll get Tuesday's outfit. That's when it's illegal. Sorry, mate. Ain't no. Like,
I actually have. So in Australia, we have school uniform. I know that in the US. they
yeah,
don't
that
have
must be so strange for the US.
Yeah. So we have school uniform here, and girls that I've dated who have obviously graduated high school a long time ago
Were they?
have gone to her closet, grabbed school uniforms for them to wear because it's a cost savings. And I'm sure if girls are
Yo, you sure they were graduated B?
bro, I'm sure if the girls are anything like they were in high school, or anything like guys were in high school, I'm sure they had some fantasies about having sex in school. So I'm sure that if anything, it helps them live that fantasy because they're wearing the school uniform.
It is funny how we as a society, or at least maybe it's just men, I don't know if women feel the same, but like when you view a young girl with her teacher, it's like, yo, that guy's fucking creepy. Like, took advantage and shit like that. But when you see like a 16-year-old tagged up some fucking 22-year-old, you're like, yo, what a king, mate. He fucking pulled that shit. And I mean, it realistically isn't different, but for some reason, I feel like all men feel it is different. I don't know.
Yeah, I also feel like both
Not all
genders. Yeah, both genders have that same fantasy, which is like girls have fantasies of like fucking the good-looking teacher, Same as guys. Guys have that fantasy of fucking good-looking teachers as well.
Yeah, but I think it's different because I think guys are looking at it in much more physical sense.
Yeah.
Whereas girls, there might be a bit more like, I'm talking as a guy, so who the fuck knows how girls feel, but like as more of a power thing, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, no, what it made me think was, why is it that in TV we love illegal shit? Like
Illegal
they're robbing
shit?
a bank and we're like, yo, you get that. But in real life, they're robbing someone's house and you're like, yo, I hope they don't get caught. But in real life, if you got your house robbed, no matter if they had a fucking video cam and they were vlogging it the whole time, you wouldn't be happy about it,
I think that's so interesting. And Elon Musk, I don't know if you've watched Elon Musk's second one with Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I think
He talked about that. He talked about the way that, okay, this is going to sound like it's a tangent, but it's going to relate back to it.
Sure.
And he said that, are we living in a simulation?
Oh my god!
And so he thinks that yes, we are living in a simulation, or it's extremely likely that we are. And then Joe Rogan asked the obvious question, which is, how is life outside of a simulation? And Elon Musk's response is, it's extremely fucking boring. Why? And taking it back to what you were saying is, because if you're in the movie is filmed. When you watch the filming of a movie, apparently it's really boring because you're watching it without the green screen. You're watching it without all the FX. All that shit is all gone.
It's the 12-hour shoots.
Literally, you're watching 12-hour shoots. So the reason why illegal shit is so interesting is because real life is so boring compared to what we think the life of a criminal is, or the life of a boss, a mob boss.
Yeah, I think Ocean's 11 makes a bunch of your mates robbing a casino seem so much fun.
Bro, I love the Ocean series.
I'm not gonna lie, if you didn't watch the Ocean series and have a group of boys saying, yo, how would we do it? Like, which one of us is the flexible guy that goes in the box? Which one of us is the guy that charms the guard? How does this work? Bro. I don't think you've got real friends.
What did you think about, and here's a spicy question, what did you think about Ocean's 8?
I really like... Oh, no, I thought you were talking about Ocean's 11.
No, Ocean's 8, the one with the girls.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
I really liked it.
Yeah?
I thought it was going to be one of the classic ones where they feminize it and then ruin it, but they made it extremely fucking good. Like, the cast selection was amazing.
Right. I think a lot of our fan bases, and, all of you buckets out there. By the way, I do like the idea that the fan base is called the Buckets.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty sick.
The Buckets.
Because there's like some basketball hip hop reference. We get buckets, meaning we got fans. You know
Actually, while we're getting your opinions, someone reached out to me that I know that watches the podcast. He said, I'm watching The Milk Bucket soon. That makes me question, should we call it just The Milk Bucket and no need to put the podcast?
Yeah. Okay.
We'll get what do you guys think? Is it more normal that you're watching The Milk Bucket, or are you watching the Milk Bucket podcast? Also,
we're trying to grow the family, yeah. So, like, what do you guys think from a branding perspective? Maybe we've got an ad agency head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also, we'll have to see. I think there's going to be a lot of changes to the branding, which is so we're giving that
not the content. Don't worry, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it real, just conversation.
Absolutely,
we're just having fun.
Absolutely, because I'm loving these conversations we're having, and the TikToks are doing well, and we're getting a lot. I mean, this month has been incredible because we had some early popping videos that gave us a lot of motivation to make the podcast, and then, well, who knows what's going to happen after this?
Yeah, we're at 19.9 thousand TikTok followers at the moment. I think we're at 196 YouTube followers. Like, it's been amazing. So thank you guys all so much. It's been such a, just seeing people write comments. Bro. We respond to all the comments, by the way, but just seeing people write comments.
We look at all of them.
Yeah, bro, you have no idea. My happiness for that day rests on who says I'm in the bucket,
Bro, legit. Those fucking comments, keep sending them. They're the best.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
While we're doing this, we put a Q&A bit in the on the TikTok.
Yeah.
So we got a Q&A option, and we said the last TikTok, I don't know if we pressed on it, but we said you can ask us some questions pressing the Q&A button. So we're going to answer them now. Just for future reference, we think it might be a bit easier if you just ask us those on YouTube, because it is a little bit more, because we have to reply we can't let you know that we've done it in a video, but on YouTube we can reply and say, hey, look, go 35 minutes in, we've answered your question.
Yeah, if it's a short one, TikTok will definitely work. But if you want to send us a story, because we're not opposed to reading out stories, especially if they're interesting. So if you've got an interesting story, we can always give you a shout out, read your story. I think either the YouTube comments, or we did actually start the Instagram, which is Milk Bucket Podcast.
So you can DM us on that.
Yeah, you can always DM us. Whatever social parts or something.
Like we've not posted anything on there.
Yeah.
So have your expectations very low.
I know the Instagram will happen in the future. But
yeah. Okay, so so I'm really glad for all these people that are commenting. I'll read the question, and James, you can give your first thoughts.
Yeah, sure.
So Ralph Hoban, how did you get the name Milk Bucket?
Oh my god. So what we did, right? We journeyed to my house.
Yep.
It was raining outside, thunder striking.
Thunderstrike.
Someone got hit.
Yep.
They didn't actually get hit, but makes it
Someone
more fun.
got stabbed
Someone
on the
got
way.
stabbed. We had to walk around it. It was a long detour. We get there. We pull out notes. We put our thinking caps on. We start jotting down.
Critical thinking.
It fades to darkness. 2 hours later, we still didn't have a fucking name. So
No
we're like,
fucking clue. We're just
Milk
lying
Bucket?
in the
I don't
bed.
know.
Literally, Milk Bucket?
Yeah, I think
What about
2
that?
years ago we had an idea for like a YouTube channel called Milk Bucket, and I remembered I still have an email called bucketomilk@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah, we have that.
Yeah, we're like, hey, that's a bit interesting.
Yeah. And interestingly, the name was already taken on TikTok, so we have Milk Bucket 1.
Oh, it was taken. It's so funny how many people have the idea of Milk Bucket because there was like 6 YouTube channels called Milk Bucket, all with different like.
It's fucked.
Yeah, one
It's
of them was
fucked.
I think some Eastern European group, and we're like, I don't think there's too much of a crossover at the moment.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at it, I don't know, it looked like a Slavic language. Who knows?
All right, next question by Julian Camacho. Would you do a video version of the podcast for YouTube or keep it as just audio?
No, we'll do video. I think the issue at the moment is you don't even like the cost of cameras and lighting and having a setup is so high.
So fucking expensive, bro. It's
Yeah, you're looking mad money for that. And
Yeah.
I think what we want to do is we want to keep it good quality for you guys. We don't want
Absolutely.
to bring out the video podcast and then you think like, it's shit. So, I mean, maybe once we start getting some Dollar Shave Club, Shave Club dollars.
a Dollar Shave Club's still around, bro. We need that fucking.
Bro, I
we
hope
need
so.
that sponsor.
Yo, any of them. Blue
Dude.
Chew, hit us up.
Yeah, so I totally agree. I would love to do video on it as well, but it's just we're going to try to wait until we get a bit more of the funding. And thank you for all you guys who are watching. I mean, the best thing that you can do is just leave a subscription on
Yeah,
YouTube.
oh.
That'd be the best.
Also, I should say, we probably should have said it at the start, but I'll say it now. We are now available on, I'm pretty sure, all of the podcasting apps. We're available on Spotify,
Oh, that's
on
literally
Apple
the
Music.
next question.
Yeah, Google Podcasts.
The
So-
next question by Frigzai, and there's another one that did it later on. Oh, yeah, by Medziki. The first person asked, "Is the podcast available on YouTube?" And the next one is the podcast available on Spotify?
Yeah, so we're available everywhere.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say, look, listen wherever it helps. Whatever's easiest
Yeah.
for you. I wouldn't go to the YouTube thinking that there's extra content just yet because at the moment
Yeah.
it's just the podcast. And in the future, once we get videos, then we'll maybe have different things. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
have segments. But yeah, at the
I'm
moment,
really
it's all
keen
set.
for more video laters. If you guys have any ideas or things that you want, that'd be awesome because we're still thinking about
We're
what we want to
still
do on
in such
YouTube.
our infancy. Like if you'd like segments, you know what I mean, instead of just long form conversation, let us know. We're definitely open to any suggestions you guys might have.
Yeah, exactly. So the next question that we have, it's not actually a question. It's from someone whose TikTok name is The Fart Smeller. Fucking legend.
What a legend.
Bro, he's put a 4-part story here. I'm not going to lie, I've read it 3 times and it still doesn't make sense. So the gist of it, I think, is that this guy got on a girl's bike. Oh, sorry, this guy let a girl ride on his bike and the girl happens to be a ladyboy.
Yeah, no, I think what he was saying, I think what he was implying, because there was a question at the start, which is what is your weirdest sexual encounter?
Oh, yeah,
So
that was a question.
why don't you
yeah.
think about your answer and I'll explain from what I understand. I think the concept was in his country, a lot of people use motorbikes as a means of transportation. And a lot of times the man will drive and the girl will sit like side saddled on the back. And she said, oh yeah, do you want to go back? He's like, yeah, sure. And instead of saying like you drive, she sits full on it. And all her friends are like, and apparently she got a fatty, bro. Apparently she got
Yeah.
the fatty. And he's like, wait, am I getting bitched out? Do I have to like hold her waist and like nuzzle in
Oh,
close?
so you don't think it's a ladyboy? You think it's just a girl with a fat ass who took control? Now he's the girl.
Yo, I think he got fucked in the ass, whether it was by a dildo or a penis that night. I'm not sure which one it is. Maybe the fart smeller. If you want to message us on Instagram or comment on this podcast on
on
YouTube,
the YouTube, yeah.
tell us the full story.
Just, that sounds like a fucking hilarious story.
Also, how many inches? That's the question because
Dude,
I'm
that
interested
matters.
to like. Yeah,
If it's less than 3, it's just a big clit.
that was your justification in Thailand, wasn't it?
Okay, what's my weird... I don't even have an awkward sexual encounter. I think the most out there one was on a one-night stand when a girl asked if I wanted to do anal
Yeah.
2 hours after I met her. And
What a
that was a
good
bit
girl.
like, look, I'm usually down, but not like this fucking soon after meeting
Yeah,
you.
you're a pussy, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
the
there was
sign
no,
of a good woman.
There was no lube.
Yo, spit.
It was literally just going to be fucking Yeah.
Maybe she had diarrhea, bro. Maybe it was natural lubrication.
Dude, I was fucking wasted AF. Like the last thing I wanted to think about is washing my dick afterwards, and
Yeah, that's why you don't think about it. You just
Yeah.
go for it, bro.
yeah,
What
it didn't sound.
you do know
appealing at the time.
Nike said just do it based around anal sex, right?
The thing is, anal sex is such a controversial thing because it's more you do it so you've done it.
Do you know what it is? It's that the average girl says she doesn't want to do it. So
you wanna
if
do
a
it.
girl wants to do it, so if a girl wants to do it, you're like, but it doesn't feel as good as normal sex.
Yeah,
But if she
yeah.
doesn't want to, and it's not like some coercive shit, but if you can like get her to say, no, like try a new experience with me and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
down, you're like, yo, like, I'm the one who convinced her.
I agree. What do they say when you lose your brown wings or something? I don't know what that's from.
Shout out to Frenchie, bro.
Oh, there you go.
I can't think of what my like maybe sex on a plane. That was like
Oh.
that required the most strategizing. You know,
Yeah.
we're sitting down drawing a map. You know, speaking of Ocean's 11, Jesus Christ, you're like, okay, so you go up first, then you wait approximately 2 minutes, and I'll walk up and you'll hear like. And if you're anything different, if you hear knock knock, that's not me, so don't open the door. And then you go in and you realize that it's just not enjoyable because I don't know if you guys have ever been on
unenjoyable.
airplanes, but they're fucking tiny.
Yeah.
So you end up just like sat there thinking, oh, well, I'm glad I've done this to say I've done this, but it wasn't the greatest of experiences.
Yeah. I'm okay with saying that I'm not part of the Mile High Club. But
We'll get there one day.
and I know that I will do it, but I don't want to do it in a bathroom. 'Cause I feel like it doesn't count in the bathroom.
What do you mean that's where everyone does it?
Yeah. That's where the commoners do it.
No, it's not.
When I do it, it's going to be on a private jet.
No, that doesn't count. You
Private
have some
jet with
hooker
a
sucking your dick on a
Yeah,
private jet.
yeah.
Nice
A
one.
private jet off with a fucking stripper and the fucking Coke on her bum. Dude.
Sorry? Coca-Cola on a bum? That would make it sticky. Why would you do that? Talk about extra friction.
Coca-Cola. I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to do it the normal way, which is doing it in a fucking bathroom. Because it sounds like it's not good sex.
It's never good sex.
I want to have good sex in, like, fucking.
Okay, but
Mile High.
realistically, the best sex is always going to be in a bed, and that's boring.
Yeah, you can do that in a bed on a private jet
No, but meaning like,
and spend your whole life.
yeah, but
fortune.
you still want to go outside and have sex in a park or something, yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anyway,
Adventure
okay.
outwards.
Next question
Yo,
by
hit us.
David G185.
Hey, yo, shout out to David G. Look, there's a lot of buckets. Albert Wainwright, David G, Just a Mimic. I see you all, you boys.
Right.
And there's a lot more. Don't worry, we've got a list. We're keeping touch. But yeah,
These guys are
fucking
fucking
shout out
legends.
to all the buckets who keep hitting us up with this kind of stuff
Yeah,
because
so-
it's so good.
His question is, how did the two of you meet and how did you become best friends? And we'll leave this as the last question. There's a few more questions, but
Well,
I
that's
think,
them next week, I think.
yeah, we'll leave them for next week. If you guys have any more, we'll
Just in case no more questions come in and it runs dry.
yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Okay, anyway,
How'd you guys become best friends? Well, I pulled into a convenience store bathroom and I saw a hole in the side of their door. And
Yeah.
so I thought, yeah, I'll stick my cock through.
Yeah.
And as we were, as I was getting my dick sucked, this guy's like, hey, do you want to start a podcast? And I was like, yeah, sure. Sounds fun, man.
yeah, it's not every day that you're.
Why do you think it's called Milk Bucket?
It's it's not every day that at 3 a.m. you see a cock go through the fucking servos.
Yeah, and look,
door.
when that happens, you've got a 2-second reaction to suck or not to suck. And look, Baz is a man who says, I'll suck.
bro, I always give it 100%.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not sitting there just ignoring.
He grabbed the balls, tickled the shy. It was all good.
Okay,
No,
now, on a
yeah.
more serious note, what was the first encounter we had? It was in year 3, so we met in 3rd grade.
Yeah, so it would have been then. But then, and like, it was like the friendship where we knew of each other and we were mates, but we weren't like playing together. So, so at our school, we played like Tip and all these other kind of games like that. And so it would have been like 40 people playing it, just running around the school. And, you run past a teacher and they say, no running. And you have to like kind of
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
and stuff like that. Second she's out, you're just sprinting for your fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a quick side note, can you remember those times when I remember me and this guy were friends in year 4 and like he really liked this girl and he was a bit chubby. He wasn't a very athletic guy and he was one of the slow guys, but we followed this plan where me and this other guy were trying to tip him, but like we'd run a bit slow and he'd like run fast. So like as we run past the girls, they would think that he's like mad athletic. And that was like our year 4 strategies to try and get
What?
some girls, bro.
No,
It was
just
the
walking as
fucking-
fast as you can.
No, running.
Oh, there you
Like,
go.
yo,
That's
we're
hot.
playing Tip. She's like, yo,
That's
as
hot,
the
bro.
goat Dom Mazzetti said, the fastest guy in second grade gets all the ladies, But yeah, no, we were mates through all that kind of stuff, and then I think I had a falling out with some other mates in around grade 5, and
Yep.
then we all hung out, us in the squad, and we just fucking played wall ball and handball and shit in it.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, we played. Yeah, so we met in 3rd grade, and then we went to different high schools. So high school for Australia, I know America has like 3 schools. We only have 2.
Yeah.
We have primary school from kindergarten to grade 6, and then high school from grade 7 to 12 when you graduate. And so we went to different high schools in year 7, and we stopped talking between year 7 and like year 9. We just like, we didn't see each other. And then randomly we saw each other with another friend that went to the same primary school in year 9 when I had the rolly bag. We randomly saw each other in pinball. And we hadn't talked for like 2 years.
Talk about like kid bullying. Man literally had a rolly bag and we'd just like kick it as he walked by.
I got bullied hard.
You fucking dork.
Dude, anyway, yeah, so we randomly saw each other and then we started seeing each other somewhat regularly. And then we started planning that, okay, we'll be at pinball in like at 5:30 or whatever. And yeah, so because we lived literally 10-minute walk from each other, we would walk, with each other from the station to home. And then from then it led to Game of Thrones. The group friends would hang out.
No, it was before that. What happened was it was that, and we were like mates and shit, and we'd hang out on weekends and we'd philosophize. Like, how do you think you actually talk to a girl? You know what I mean? That would be the kind of like deep philosophical questions we'd have. And then it led to us being like, yo, let's become pickup masters. So we went to shopping centers and we're like, okay, look, we'll do a random pickup line generator to these guys.
Let's take a step back. I got to give some context.
Yeah,
so to give the context of the picking up chicks, we knew that we were extroverted. We knew that we liked talking to chicks, but I was fucking too anxious to talk to the chicks. So I knew I wanted to do it. I can imagine a place where I could do it, but I couldn't at that point.
Do you know what it was? It wasn't even that per se. It was that we could do it, but the starting point.
Yeah.
If you could teleport us in the middle of it, we were fine.
Yeah.
But it was just that initial fucking, I don't know, like
starting the conversation. And
teenage angst or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was so funny the transition we made because it went from like, it took us 40 minutes to like go and approach one girl and get completely rejected.
We literally went to the shopping center for 6 hours.
And
we both talked to 2 girls.
Yeah, it was so funny.
6 hours. And we were just walking around like fucking nervous as shit.
Also, I should say it was because we were using a pickup line generator. So like,
because we had no idea what to say. We literally went on an online pickup line generator.
Oh, it's so funny.
And he said I just remember James said like, "What? Do you know what material the shirt is?" and then the girl was like, I think cotton. It's boyfriend material.
No, the funniest thing was that happened later because like we went through this like 3-month transformation where we were like mad nervous to the point where we're like, I don't give a fuck. I'll talk to anyone. It is what it is. But I was with different mates and I was wearing a school uniform and I walk up to this 30-year-old woman and I'm like, yo, you feel this material? And she's like, oh yeah, no, it's nice. It's like, that's boyfriend material.
Dude.
And she just giggles and it's like, I'm like, yo, I'm in, boys. Dude. And I'm like, can I get your number? And she's like, how old are you? And I'm like, yo, you can't ask me that, dude. You can't. Do you want me to incriminate you?
For reference, he was 16.
Yeah.
And she was, I think, 30.
It's funny how I thought she was 30. She probably might have been 25. It's just that 16 brain where old people can, a 30-year-old person is old.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, no, come on.
30 is fucking young, bro. 30 is heaps young.
That's the right mentality to have.
I would say even like 35, 36, 37 is when you start to become like, okay, you're not old anymore.
Well, I think it's different because I think our generation has too much. First of all, there's too many of us who've done this kind of shit. Like, you started a YouTube or a podcast or some shit like that, and you're able to keep your youth. You know what I mean? You can tap into the pop culture so easily at a click of a button. And I feel like, we think of old people as people who want to play fucking Boggle and, I don't know, slowly lose their memory. But I feel like the retirement homes in 50 years are going to be people doing the WAP dance. You know what I mean? We're all going to be fucking having parties, having raves and shit.
I'm keen for that.
Think about the last generation. They had wars that they had to go and fight in. Do you know what I mean? Like my great grandparents had to fight in World War I. You had World War II. Like, so I feel like it just hardened people up.
Yeah.
You hear these stories about like these kids who are now, grandparents now, but they were like grew up during World War II and their parents would be like, here's a gas mask. When you hear the sound, you've got to put it on. And if it breaks, if you drop it somehow, you're dead.
Yeah.
There's not enough. I'm sorry.
That's crazy. Because obviously that for them is just a normal problem. Well, for us, my biggest problem is my fucking earphones running out of battery in my workout.
Oh, dude, but let's be real. Which is the worst problem? At least when the gas hits you, you're dead.
Dude, I have to go through a
leg session with no music.
Fuck me.
I'd rather kill myself.
Literally, I would rather be in the gas situation.
Yo, they don't know how hard it is, man.
It is fucking hard because you've been having this like high level. You're listening to Cardi B as like, you're pumped the fuck up, smashing these sets. And Suddenly
I'm
it's all
Biggie, he's
gone.
Cardi B. Look, I'm just.
Bro,
you're
the
not
new
gonna
song
drag
Up-
me into your level, yeah.
The new song Up is so fucking hype.
Yeah, that's
I don't
yeah,
give
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
fuck, bro.
That's a pretty high. That's
It
a
is
pretty hype
such a hype song, and there's a remix of it by Keen Dizo. If you like bass music, you will fucking love Keen Dizo's remix. It doesn't have enough views, so shout out to Keen Dizo.
Shout out to that guy that did what is it, MSG or not MSG? That's the thing they put in Asian food. No, the Goosebumps remix.
Oh, it's very similar to that.
Yeah.
So if you like the Goosebumps remix, you will love the Up remix that he did.
yeah,
It's the same song, but with a mad amount of bass in it.
yeah, it's
really,
pretty
really
hectic.
good. Yeah.
Yo, it's so funny, right?
Yeah.
I got this Snapchat the other day, and I click on it, and I'm like, oh, because who uses Snapchat anymore?
I
Unless
don't
you're
even
getting
have it.
nudes, like yeah. And I got it, and it just reminded me because I clicked on it. I'm like, oh, that's funny, and I see it's a story, and I'm like, yo, why are you sending? If you put it on your story, have it your story. Don't fucking send a story and then send it to me, so I get a notification thinking like, oh, I'm special. You click on it, and you later see like, it's like when you find a girl who you think is perfect, and then you find out she's fucked all your mates, and you're like, oh, I'm not a special guy, you know?
Yeah, that's a fucking kick in the teeth, bro.
Yeah.
Because why would you send it to me when I could have just viewed it on your story, which I wasn't going to do anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's like, so like I care about it as little as I would have cared about it.
I don't want your repurposed goods.
It's literally repurposed. That's what it is.
Do you know, like, oh, speaking of fucking Snapchat, were you ever a streaks guy?
Yeah, I was.
I hate that so much to such an extreme level. Because if you just happen to be having a conversation and it's, you know, it's been going on for 300 days, that's great, you know, like keep your little number. But people get so lazy and just like seeing numbers go up. You know, it's that fucking like lizard part of our brain that just wants to see something go up by one. And they'll just send streak and it'll be like them taking a shit in a public bathroom streaks.
Yeah, and they'll send it to all their contacts.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. There's
Stop being
no
lazy.
meaningful relationship.
Have a
They haven't-
conversation or don't have a conversation.
Literally, they haven't chatted for months. They haven't seen each other for months and they've got a 300-day streak. It's like, are you actually communicating? I don't think you are because you've just sent a mass fucking, not email, fucking
yeah.
Snapchat.
It's like when you have conversations when someone starts a conversation with you. Because like, I don't know the average person, but texting is a bit of an effort these days. Like, I don't care. I know when you're 16 and you're talking to a girl or something like that, you're just so excited to text.
Yeah.
But these days, it's like, yo, I got shit to do. Like, get out, you know? I'd rather just talk on the phone or see you in person or something like that.
I've always been on that.
Yeah.
I've always been a phone guy.
But when people start a conversation and then in 2 seconds start getting bored and slow messaging, I'm like, yo, why the fuck do you even message me? What's this like initial shit, you know?
But I also think that phase of our life, being young 20s, is kind of over. Like, I used to message people to have conversations. I would never message someone to have a chat. I would always
crazy is that?
I would message someone to fucking meet up to have a chat. I would never have a
agree.
chat over internet.
Or like, yeah, you might start the conversation and then say, let's hang out, as opposed to like, and maybe a conversation spawns from that.
Yeah.
Or you'll have something that you want to say, but you wouldn't like, you know, back when you're, you know, in your, is it early 20s or is it late teens? I feel like it's more late teens for me.
I would say it's like 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, it's
When
like,
you literally have a chat on text.
I don't like how there's no messages on my phone, so I'm going to message 4 other people so that I have something to talk about. Back then.
And you're messaging 4 people and just chatting with them. I can't even imagine that anymore because it's like I would much rather hang out with someone, spend the day with them, and then you can have a meaningful relationship, especially if it's a girl. Like, I remember I would have chats with girls online on text, message them on Facebook after school, and we have like the most buzzing chat, and then see them in lunch the next day, and it's like the most awkward thing ever because we have nothing to talk about. We've talked fucking 6 hours last night.
And I think a lot of the times, and look, it's not all girls, but a lot of girls need to feel comfortable in order to be able to open up with a guy.
they're just like awkward
And so if you have mad chats with them on text, you're actually doing the opposite because they feel comfortable in text, but then when they're in person, they haven't had any of that interaction. So as a result, they're still mad shy.
and then their awkwardness makes you awkward.
Yeah.
And then
you're
suddenly
why is
you
this
don't know,
happening?
like, yeah. And it feels so natural on text, but then you're not developing that fucking crucial skill of, or not even skill, you're just not developing that comfort level to have the conversations.
Yeah. Bro, it's so funny, right? I was thinking about this the other day. Have you ever had like typos that you didn't realize were typos for extended periods of time? Like, so I'll give you an example and we'll see. Maybe I'm just a retard. There's actually a good chance I'm just a retard in this situation.
Okay.
So, you know, Meet, there's, you can meet up, MEET, and you're going to meet up with someone and you can also eat meat, MEAT, right?
Yep.
That's the correct. I'm not spelling that wrong. Jesus.
No, that's correct.
I remember when I used to not really date, but like I was seeing a girl. You know what I mean? We weren't a thing, but we were just like texting and shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
And I would say, or maybe we were dating. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. And I would say, good night, sweetie. But I realized that
Let's
I
put
would
an A in there.
with an A.
Don't tell me you put
with
a
an A.
fucking A in
So
there.
for the longest time,
sweaty.
and do you know what's funny? I didn't even realize at the time. This was like months after we weren't a thing anymore. That I must have given this girl a complex because she's like, why does he keep calling me sweaty? What happened?
God.
You know, what I mean, she's like buying deodorant, mat, like left, right, and center. Like,
Sweaty. Oh, bro.
Fucking
that is
hell.
Fucking.
dude,
Why?
I don't know. I just thought it
Why?
was sweet. I don't know, sweet meat.
Another thing is because a lot of people get annoyed when you use like the wrong "you're." So if you say like "Why are you are beautiful,"
Yeah, it's funny because I'm one of those people. Yet that happened.
but the thing is, see that doesn't. What annoys me the least is when you use the one that's just always wrong. So you are is not a word. You're, but you can use it for all different types of "you're," and I'm okay with it because it's wrong as a whole. It becomes a multi-use tool.
What do you mean it's wrong? Like
You are.
the abbreviation.
Like the word "you are," "you're." That's not a real word. You're. It's not a real word. You are. Like there's always a.
Oh, you are. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you meant like YOU
no,
apostrophe
the two
RE.
letters. You are.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
It's not, but I feel like you can use it for any version of the correct version of your.
Yeah, because it's an abbreviation, isn't it?
It's
It's-
not. It's a made up word,
No, I know, but like meaning
but because it's incorrect.
it's GTG.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like an abbreviation that we've used as a society because, 5 letters is too long to write.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And because it's wrong, you can use it in any like it's already wrong, so you can't be double wrong.
Yeah, I think again, it's like it's so funny because I definitely judge people who use the wrong there or something like that.
I don't care, bro. It is what it is.
No, I
find it
know,
funny-
but it's
funny these
just
days.
I think it's so. But my point is, it's so funny that I would definitely judge that, but I just gave a girl a complex for fucking 15 years because
by
I called
calling
her
her
sweaty
sweaty.
for fucking 10 months.
Oh,
Not 10
man.
months, maybe 2, but yeah.
Sweaty. Oh, my
Poor
God.
girl. Poor
Oh,
fucking
man.
girl. Yo. Oh, dude. so, do you know who Baby Rexia is?
Baby Rexy?
Baby Rexia? I don't know.
No?
She's like Ellie Goulding, I think, just typical platinum blonde chick with big tits who's hot.
Okay.
The standard like singer archetype, right?
Yeah.
And I work in a store and one of her music videos is always playing and she's just fine as fuck, right? And it started making me think of like all these female empowerment songs.
Yeah.
Which are mad catchy. Like Little Mix and all those kind of people. And the song is always like, I'm not thinking of you, I'm all over you, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
My question is, thou doth protest too much? You made a whole 4-minute song about how you're so over this guy and, he treated you wrong and he never cared and suddenly he will care. Like, I don't believe that you're over this guy. I think you're still
Yeah.
fucking into him,
'Cause
mate.
I agree with you, man. Because if you're still allocating fucks to someone, then you're not over it. If you're to the stage where you don't give a fuck, then you're over him.
Yeah, exactly. The idea that you're writing fucking songs about these people is
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
And I know that everyone has their process, but it's like,
Unless you're Tay-Tay and making fucking stacks off your exes, off leaving your exes.
oh,
Then-
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I was like, who the fuck's Tay-Tay?
In that case, fucking you have got my approval. That's fucking beautiful. That's amazing. Make money.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. And look, it all is just making money, but I'm just more like, she's not over these exes.
How fucked would it be if you were married to a chick, right? And before you got married, you were both broke. So you didn't worry about prenup,
Right.
and then you made a lot of money in the marriage, and there was no kids involved, and she was just like, she didn't need to make money because you were making so much, and you were supporting
Right.
her. Then you got divorced, and then she took half of it, and then
And became the richest woman in the world.
it's happened before. Anyway, but imagine if that
Sorry,
situation
Jeff.
happened,
We
right?
feel for you,
And
Dave.
it's totally fine. So she takes the half because you made it together, supposedly. And then as soon as you get divorced, she suddenly realizes that she's got an edge for entrepreneurship and then does something that makes a shit ton of money. How crazy would that be? So suddenly your chick has just become a multi-millionaire the day after she leaves you.
Leaves you in the dump. Like, imagine if she bought Bitcoin, like, at the start of the year or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you think, okay, what if a chick got divorced because she was about to launch her business and she knew it was going to blow up?
Bro, I think the thing is, marriage is so stacked against guys as it is that you can't enter it thinking that's going to happen because you're going to be so paranoid if you do.
Well, I also think it's a system which all of capitalism runs this way. The system is take money from the rich guy. That's how it always works. You know, if you always look for who can I take the money off. If it's anything law, I'm talking. So whenever you're trying to sue someone, you don't ever sue the fucking, you know, you slip on the floor after drinking your McDonald's coffee. You don't sue the fucking floor maker, you sue McDonald's.
Yeah.
You crash your car, you don't sue the person you crashed into, you crash the car maker.
That's the thing I dislike the most about, like, you know, who knows if this is real, but the American culture we see in TV shows, just this suing culture.
Everyone's suing everyone.
Yeah, like, look, I've never had a horrible incident happen at work. So, or like at, you know, out in the public. So like, I can't talk as if I have. But the idea that, you know, someone crashes into you and your immediate thought is, I'm going to sue the fuck out of you. And not like, is this person all right? It's crazy to me. Like, where is your like, we have something in Australia called like the sense of mateship. Yeah. Where, look, Australia's not a perfect country. There's a lot of people who might not feel that. But for the most part, everyone's your mate, you know? Yeah. You try and communicate. I think we seem like we've got a friendlier culture.
I would say that in the city. But when you leave the city and go to the rural areas, you stop feeling that mateship. It's a lot more about me versus them.
No, I disagree. Country people can be some of the loveliest people you meet.
If you're white.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, look. There are some racists out there.
I think in the city, I definitely agree. But when I go out to the rural areas, and I'm probably the least...
Bro, you're white,
I'm the least non-white. That's, if that makes sense.
You're the whitest non-white.
I'm the most bogan non-white. And it's like... I still feel like especially when you go to rural areas, like if you go to fucking Orange or if you go to Barrel.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny because, I guess, I mean, that's the funny thing when you hear like, they say the word white privilege and you're like, yeah, but what privilege do I have? This person got this or, you know, this person has a better life. But I guess there is that sense where I'm like, there's not even a thought that someone's going to be mean to me in a country town.
Bro, it's like, what did you have for fucking breakfast? Pancakes and racism? Jesus, what's going on, man?
I mean, it worked for George Washington and a few other billionaires out there. You know,
speaking of pancakes, you know what really fucking pisses me off?
What?
When you go to type in pancake recipe, or you type in any recipe, and then you click the link, and then like the first thing you expect, right? 500 grams of flour. You know what you see? Open up the pancake recipe. When I was a young kid, I always used to have
Fuck off
for my mum to introduce me to the platter and the world of the soak.
Oh,
pancakes have so many varieties. The origins of pancake, and you need to scroll through like fucking 6 pages just to get to the fucking recipe.
Pancake. The word the word comes from the Latin word Pancatius Maximus, which stood for flour made by mom.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Dude.
And then you're like barraged with ads. With the most useless. Like, you would think that would be like a cookbook ad, but it's just like a fucking, or a knife set ad. And it's just like Toyota Corolla coming new to your area.
Bro, that is so, the amount, it's not even just pancakes, it's every fucking food online. You click through, they'll try and get you with one of those like instant ads where you click on it and then like 5 seconds later an ad pops up that you can't not subscribe.
Yeah. And it's like, subscribe to our newsletter.
Yo, what? Okay, let's hit him with the AFR tactic. So, lads and ladettes, it's really cringe, but we got something for you.
Yeah.
If you ever want to read an article
on the AFR.
Or on any website that has one of those things that says you have to sign in or, you know,
it shows you for 5 seconds and then it pops up with you have to subscribe.
You click on it. You probably won't be able to do it the first time.
By the way.
Yeah. Oh, you can do it on phone, but it's much harder to do. It requires quick fingers. But so you got to click on it. Then what you do is you click refresh, and as it refreshes, just when the page stops before it goes back to the refresh button, when it's still an X, you click the X.
Yeah.
Now,
not the X on the top right, not the red X.
No.
The tab. The X that stops it from loading.
Yeah. Now, you won't be able to see the video. That's the only downside. You won't be able to see the video. But you'll be able to see all of the actual content, so you've got to go through it.
Yeah, you can see the words.
But the amount of times you go on an online cookbook thing and it's just like, yo, I don't care about your fucking memories.
I didn't ask for your fucking memoir. I just want to learn how to cook pancakes. That's literally it.
Right, and the worst thing is when you do that and you go through, 17 pages, an encyclopedia A to Z, and then you get to the end and it's like, flour, eggs, milk, chuck it all in, mix it up, chuck it on a pan.
Literally.
Like, are you having a fucking laugh?
Dude, it is a fucking stitch up.
Tell me some vanilla essence or something that makes me think like, oh, if I had that in my pantry, that'd be kind of cool.
Right. And then the ads, bro. Like, there's so many good things you could advertise on there. And like, you could sell a knife set. You can sell a cookbook. You know what they end up putting?
What?
doctors hate middle-aged mums for this one secret that they found out that keep you living there forever.
The real reason why vaccines cause autism.
Literally that. It's
Yeah.
like, do people still click on these fucking clickbait titles? They can't work.
10 tips to make your washing up done in 5 minutes.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Surgeons hate this fucking
Yeah, I
one
know.
middle-aged mom for finding out how to get fake tits at home. So how does this relate
Yo,
to the
tell me
fucking
more.
pancake
That's an
recipe?
interesting one. What are you talking
It's
about?
not true. It's a pill that they sell that doesn't do anything.
Yo, okay, so okay, yeah, I agree. Fuck. All right. Oh, okay. Shout out to the listeners. I mean, I don't know what we'll give you. Maybe in the future we'll give you something, but the most creative clickbait headline in the YouTube comments wins something in the future.
I'm keen for
TBC.
that. Yeah. Bro, tell us what you think is the funniest fucking ad you've seen. That you're like, there's no way this shit worked. Like, this advertising is terrible. Or alternatively, show us your best advertising. Where you've
Yeah.
seen something, you're like, fuck, I'm actually interested, and
Yo.
maybe you just bought it.
Okay, bold claim. Look, one day in the future, hopefully sooner rather than later,
Yep.
we'll start making money in this podcast. And then we'll
True.
be able to upgrade everything, invest it back into the business, get a set or something like that.
I'm keen.
When we first do a merch drop, the winner of the competition gets one free cheapest thing on the merch drop.
Absolutely, bro. Not the cheapest thing. We'll give them like a t-shirt, fucking signed, if they care about that.
Yo,
Fucking that'd be cool.
is that cringe? How many Instagram followers can you sign something without being a fucking dork?
Well, the thing is, I don't want to do it douchey. I'm not signing it because I'm fucking better than the average man. No.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
we're
signing
not.
it because-
We're a bunch of dickheads in your bedroom fucking recording this
I'm
thing.
signing it because you want to have that value as if you want it, and it's different to the rest of them that are unsigned.
It's kind of like an investment, isn't it? Because like if we do well, then
Yeah.
that also does well.
And even if you don't do well, it's just a cool t-shirt,
Yeah.
you know? Like, it's a t-shirt that I would wear around.
Yo, if we have any graphic design people listening, yeah, shoot us a DM, show us
Yeah.
your work. Maybe in
Yeah.
the future we'll work with you or something. I don't know.
I'm so keen. Actually, speaking of fucking working with our listeners, bro, we have a fucking great idea.
Yeah,
Because
I like this one.
us as Aussie boys, we love having a beer.
We love having a beer.
Fucking love it. And I think it's pretty worldwide. We know we had that German follower that talked to us.
Oh, he's a great guy. Yeah, I love that guy.
There's so many of you guys that are telling us you're from the States, you're from Germany, and I think the one thing that unites the boys is beers. So we're thinking that to get you guys involved, we're going to start giving away a beer a week or a beer a month. We're thinking something like that, depending on how many people
Saint
respond.
Kintai was the German guy's name.
Oh, what is his name?
Saint Kintai.
Bro, Saint
Might be a
Kintai?
YouTube- it might be a YouTube name. I'm not sure.
Good on you, bro. It's definitely, it's his YouTube name. But
Yo,
what I'm trying to say is,
Before we say this,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments if you think like shout outs are cringe, because we record all the people saying the secret words and stuff. I think it's late enough to mention that we've got secret words.
we have a secret word.
We have secret words.
And
We'll
we're
think about it
writing
in a
down all
second.
the names. We are writing them all down.
Yo, no, yeah, I got the secret word for us. The secret word for this week is get on the beers after the Mashed and Kutcher
Ah,
remix.
yes, get on the beers.
Yo.
Okay, so the competition is you drink a beer of your choice, only schooners or pints. Schooners are 250 mils and pints are 500 mils.
Yeah.
So drink a beer of your choice. Whoever does the best video of them drinking beer, so it could be a skull that's really quick. It could be an awesome background. It could be in a cool location. There's no one thing that makes it an awesome beer, but whoever does the best beer drinking video that's just like the coolest, we'll buy that beer for you. So we'll reimburse you for that cost.
Yo, we reimburse it for you. Maybe we'll even post it on the TikTok. Now I know
Absolutely.
it might seem small right now because we've only got
20K.
19.9 thousand followers.
19.9.
But yo, in the future, because I think this could be a recurring thing, have a beer on us each
Yeah,
month.
Absolutely.
So just film it, tag us in it.
Yeah,
And-
so film it, maybe with a selfie camera, I'll get your friend to film it, post it on TikTok, and then just add us.
Yeah.
But what do you think of our
We should also say we're not millionaires, so it's one beer.
Yeah, we're
You
not
can't
fucking-
send a video of you sculling 17 pints. While that
No.
might be impressive, I don't know if we can cover your costs. Steve will do it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm so keen for that. Even if one person does that, I'll be fucking so happy to see that.
Yeah, so to enter, Jesus Christ.
There's no need to
We're
enter.
just a
Literally
bunch of- we're just
post
a
a
bunch
video
of
of you
lads.
drinking a beer, and whoever wins the competition gets it reimbursed.
Yeah. So we could do, let's workshop it
Worldwide.
right now on the thing.
So,
yeah. Tag us on TikTok.
Yep.
If you are too shy to tag us on TikTok, maybe DM us on, can you say videos on Instagram?
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
can DM us the video, but make sure you send it not as a video, so it's like a Snapchat. Make sure you send it so it stays in the chat.
Yeah.
So we can keep it. But yeah,
But I mean, I would prefer you just put it on TikTok. So
Yeah,
that way
yeah, I
other
would as
people
well.
can see what you're posting, and you tag us in it, and I think it'll be pretty cool. And then we
Yeah.
can repost it.
One beer every month on
Yeah,
us.
I'm so fucking.
Who knows? Maybe if Blue Chew wants to sponsor us, we can do it once every week.
Maybe if Manscaped wants to
Have a beer on the
sponsor us.
boys. Yo,
I feel like
maybe if Tui's New wants to send us a free case of beers, we could review it on the show.
Bro, if we got sponsored by a beer company,
That would be the
fucking
sickest thing, man.
That'd be
Yo,
lit.
just send us Contra, man. Give us, VB, if you can send us the VB volleys, that would be pretty hectic.
Oh, the VB merch is so cool.
Just letting all you Americans know, because I don't know if it's common knowledge out there. We don't drink Foster's. We have good beer here.
Yeah, it's advertised in America as the Aussie beer. But
Yeah.
Aussies don't drink. Like, it's not available.
You would
on
never
tap.
find it on tap ever.
Yeah, you can buy the fucking. It used to be. I think grandparents drink it. If you're very very Aussie, but it's skipped the last 2 generations. We don't drink Fosters.
Yeah, we drink. I mean, we drink all the international shit as well, but Foster. Sorry, not Foster.
Not
Jesus.
the American one.
VB, Tui's,
We don't get Bud. Like
Carlton.
Bud Light
Yeah, we don't. So
or Coors.
I think we probably are closer to the UK people in that. Actually, there's differences.
We get the European. We get Heineken, Peroni, Corona is
Yeah,
South
but even that,
American.
we drink full lagers. We don't drink mid-strength shit. And one of the things I've noticed with UK beers is there's less. I don't know if it's a different type of beer, but there's less foam in it. So it's more to the top. If you look at a lot of UK beers, they don't have that thumb of head rule. Head is what we call the foam at the top of the beer. It's not.
Is that not an international word?
I don't know. Maybe.
Head of beer. I wouldn't have guessed. All right. Anyway, so we're an hour and 10 minutes in.
Yo,
This
is
has
fun.
been a fucking pleasure.
remember, get on the beers.
Get on the beers.
Let us
is
know.
the key word. Send us that video of you drinking a beer. Do it for the boys. And we know that like we get a couple hundred viewers, which is
Yeah.
fucking, which is like, I mean,
It's
a low hundreds.
But the funny thing is, we've done 2 episodes. It doesn't seem like much, but it's so amazing.
Yeah,
It's
if
so
literally
cool doing
one
this.
person sends us, we're gonna be fucking proud.
Yo, and guess what? If you're that one brave
get a
person that
free
says
beer.
it, you get a free beer. So
Fucking
what's the
nothing to lose.
yeah?
I'm so fucking
Tag us on Instagram. Send it to the tag us on TikTok. Send it to the Instagram. Whatever you do, we'll play it on the next week's show. But
Abso-fucking-lutely.
maybe next week's show we could do the review of which one wins.
Oh, that would be so fucking cool. I'm keen for that.
That'd be pretty hectic.
All right, boys. Thank you very much for tuning in today.
Yeah, thanks for being
Can't
with
wait
us.
to see you guys next week, and really hope that someone fucking sends through that video.
Well,
video
yeah,
of the
look.
video.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Maybe we'll do it in April.
Yeah.
We'll record it. So you got 2 weeks.
Is it going to be in April? So today's the 21st of March. No, it'll be 28th. We'll record next.
All right, so you got a week.
Yeah. So today's the 21st for us. You're going to see this maybe 23rd of March.
But if you don't do it this time, look, we might keep this as a recurring thing if people like it. But have a beer in your boys.
So fucking
Anyway,
keen.
this has been Milk Bucket signing off.
All right, boys.
Cheers for that, lads.
Cheers for this one, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.